It's your boy, Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired. What up? What up? What up? Yo, Sunday night rant. You already know. If you don't know, every Sunday night I read from the emails, text messages, and the Facebook post. All right, so let's get off into it. Shout out to my bestie, my homie, my sister, my yada. Thank you for shooting me this question to start us off today. She said, yo, I need to talk about these dudes out here and how they be doing too much on Facebook because they be running their mouth way too much. Oh man, really? That's where we going? That's the start of the day. Is that well? I know for sure that there are several individuals that are on Facebook that are running off at the jibber jabber way too much, giving way too much of the business, as women say, giving out the tea, making sure everybody get a full cup, it seems. And for guys like me, I kind of find it funny. I kind of treat Facebook like, yo, my posts themselves on my page will be pretty much PG, either promoting this show, hip hop artists, 2A shit. Y'all know how your boy get down. But on my family page, I'm very, hey, this is about the kids, there's pictures, I went to do this, I went to do that, they went here, they went there, whatever. PG. Not even PG, it's probably G. That page is like super sanitized, clean. You know what I'm saying? You look that page up, you ain't gonna see nothing but well-behaved behavior. That's how we get down. I don't want no smoke for my family. So I ain't one of them dudes that I'm just about to say the most craziest stuff on my page. Now that does not mean that I am not bold business inside the Facebook groups. So Facebook, they got their groups, as I say, face groups. Facebook, they got their groups. And in them, sometimes I show my ass. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Sometimes I show my ass. Not all the time. I'm learning to be better. But I look at it as it's a place to misbehave anyway. I look at those groups as playgrounds to have and say bogus conversation with other adults, not to be taken seriously. Now, sometimes I like to stir the pot. I'm definitely on my Mr. October. I want to be the straw that stirs the drink. That's how I do. But I'm not about to get out here and tell the business, though. I'm not about to get out here and give that tea. I'm not about to talk about how she crazy. I'm not about to talk about what she looked like. I'm not having the, I knocked her off and her friend too conversation on Facebook. Not going to happen. Reason why is because I don't need nobody to know that kind of information to be that deep in my business. That ain't gonna fly, man. It just can't. But I know some of you believe that anything is good for a couple chuckles. I know you do. You will do anything for the laugh. You will. You think anything is worthy to get this. Oh, hell no. And that's how I feel. That's what you're going to get. The oh, hell no. Everything can't be done for laughs. You got to hold some of the business to yourself. So, shout out to Yada again because, she brings up a valid point. Y'all need to shut the hell up. Damn, sometimes. Just a little bit. So, let's slide off into our next one. And our next one is about over the weekend, we had a ass whooping take place. Best way I can describe it. It was an ass whooping that took place. It was a boxing match, so it should have been an ass whooping. And what people wanted to know is this. What did you think of Wilder getting night night? If you don't know what night night is, me got knocked the fuck out. So what do we think of that? Well, I mean, I'm not, let me put it like this. I personally am not the quote unquote expert in boxing. No, I watch more from I got guys that I liked. I watched their career. I was put on to other dudes. I liked their career when I go back and I had a chance to watch their fights to see why they were great fighters. Cool. I'm with that. But me telling you or breaking down the sweet science, nah, probably not so much, Playboy. I'm not your guy. That is not my forte. I'm not sure how everything works. What I be looking at is, did he throw a jab, an uppercut, a hook? Did you slip it? And did he blow your shit out? That's it. That's it. I can identify those things and then I'm done at that point. So watching that fight, I earlier thought that Tyson Fury was going to win, but I put it on, I feel like he's a better boxer, and I feel like Wilder is more of a fighter. So, in my opinion, I always feel like fighters have a disadvantage against a real boxer because a real boxer is able to find the opening more easily and to attack it more efficient than a fighter. I feel like a fighter get in there and they get you doing something stupid and then boom, you sleep because they went in and hit you 3 times in the stomach because you weren't ready for that. And then you left. As soon as you went down to cover your stomach up, bang! There go to overhand right in your face, and you night night. That's more of my thinking. Now I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a finiciado. I know I'm saying that wrong too. Finiciado of boxing. So I'm saying that now. I'm putting that out there. I don't know, but what it looked like to me was Wilder came out. He wanted to fight. He took a lot of abuse, and I commend him for that because he definitely showed that he was a warrior. He had heart. He wasn't no bitch. He was holding it down. On the other end, though, I felt like Tyson was just like, I'm just waiting for you. I'm just waiting for you. Just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. And then zoom, boom, gave him the business. Bang, 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 bang. And that's what we got. So, I thought it was interesting, thought it was a good fight. The background conversation, I seen a lot of dudes on Facebook was saying that it's really over for Wilder. It's a wrap. He should retire and stay retired. Don't do the Roy Jones unless somebody beat your ass when you like 98. Me personally, I'm going to say, I think if he could find him a trainer to close down the few flaws that's in his game, because I only think he probably got a few flaws. And anytime that you got real knockout power, George Foreman showed us that. You got real knockout power, man. You can get back in the game and start putting people to teeth. That power is something dangerous. And we know Wilder got that kind of power, right? It's dangerous. You can get one good one off and you are gone. Call that night-night. Or what we used to say, stick a fork in him, he done. He is done. It's official. But for me, I thought it was a good fight. I enjoyed it, from a fan point of view. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I made that call early that I thought that's what it was going to be. And I'm going to let y'all know, I enjoy a good ass whooping. I enjoy a good ass whooping. I do.
That's enough, the violence. Stop it.
Nope, don't stop it. Don't stop it. Let it go down. I enjoy that. Like, a good ass whooping is why I came to the show. That is why I was like, hey man, who getting the pay-per-view? Who got the fight at their house, man? What I gotta give you? $10, $15? You need a hot 20? I just gotta bring a fifth? What I need to do, bro? We know how I go. We already know how I go. Your man call you for the fight party. Are you asking the question, what I need to bring? I need to pick up the chicken wings. What I need to do, bro? What I need to do on my end to be there? Fight parties is just like one of the greatest things ever. Nothing better than a good fight party. especially when everybody show up with their dimes. Oh man, that's a good time. That's a good time. Cats be trying to show out for real. They don't just want to bring that 1/5. They gotta pull out 2, let y'all know, yeah, we party in the night, dog. You like, dog, you got 2/5, we getting fucked up. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that fight party shit. That's what's up. All right. And now let's get on to our next post answer for the day. It says, hey, Simon Phoenix, what do you think about losing your job over that one thing that everyone is scared of? That one thing that everyone is scared of.
I smell bullshit. That's what I'm saying. I smell bullshit. Lies and deceit.
No, it's not going to be no bullshit. Yeah, I got one thing that y'all scared of. That motherfucking shot. So, I mean, what do I think about it? I feel like I've addressed this before. It's a two-headed dragon, right? Like, as an employer has the right to say you have to meet certain criteria to be employed by them. Okay. I mean, what else can we say at that point? I think on the other hand, like, there's a gray area. And I think the gray area just breaks down, like, what about the people that already had COVID? Like, they tested positive, they went through it. Okay. And they're good. Do you telling them now, oh man, you got to get the shot still, even though you already had it? Because then that's a science argument. And until somebody tells me my body's has the ability to fight off shit, and then I'm kind of asking that question, like, well, if I've already had it and it didn't kill me and I wasn't super sick, my body kicked its ass. It is what it is. Am I still got to get a shot that's unproven? Because that's scary. To make you happy, because that's scary. But I always say, in reality, we live in a world full of fear, and a lot of people are cowards. We say that again. A lot of people are cowards. So, they'll take the fear route and just argue with you the whole time, and they'll just be like, I'm scared. And then they'll make it a slippery slope within that conversation of you being like, all right, I get it. I mean, but what you're telling me is not going to stop you from getting it, nor is it going to stop you from passing it to another person. So your fear against what? Because why else would you be scared? If you're telling me I can still get it, and you're telling me I can still pass it to other people, then it doesn't matter if I get the shot. On your end, as another person, then you shouldn't give a shit if someone else gets the shot, because that's only supposed to help them survive getting COVID. That's the whole point. Not that it is stopping people from getting COVID, which is why you should be in my business. So I don't get it. That's just all I can say. I mean, I'm just a logical kind of person. I don't get it. If you can explain the logic in that to me, then please do. But I don't get that. How is, if I still can give it to you, whether I have the shot or not, how is me getting a shot your business at that point? If I feel like I want to roll the dice on if COVID is going to kill me or not, that should be my own personal thing. It's the equivalent of you saying, outside of getting the ticket, if I don't feel like putting on my seatbelt, it is what it is. I'm assuming the responsibility that if I crash, I might could die. That's what you're doing. It's the same thing when a biker tells you, well, they should have the right to wear no helmet. He understands that he's assuming the responsibility that he could die based on the fact that he gets into an accident. Not having a helmet could kill him, but he still deserves that right. And that's what's scary, is when people can impose on your right to protect you. We talk about that all the time on here, that no one should be able to impose you trying to protect yourself or force you to protect yourself. You should be able to make that decision on either end on your own accord. But you already know some people out there that they're going to do what they're going to do. So it's going to be how it's going to be. So all I'm gonna say is, if it comes to you getting to the bag, I totally understand if you went and took your shot. Who am I to tell you not to? Because you got to feed your children, you got to take care of yourself, and that's more important than maybe making an argument for this stand. I get that. So I hope that answered your question. I hope that the people that, you know, in your life, hopefully, are not being forced to take this shot if they don't want to. But you know what it is. You know how the game is being played now, so you got to play accordingly. You got to play accordingly. Let's go ahead and slide out for a quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back. Stock the Bar Vodka, made right here in Michigan, distilled from Michigan red winter wheat. The red winter wheat provides this drink with one of the smoothest flavors known to man. Stock the Bar Vodka, premium quality. Our motto is smooth taste with a purpose. And now, the official sponsor of Shots Fired Podcast. Stock the Bar Vodka. Pour up a glass. Drink with a purpose.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired Podcast popping.
Johnny Ray Ray's security team. That's right. The legendary Johnny Ray Ray security team has a service or a plan for you, for your home, for your business, for your auto or boats. That's right. You can get a one-on-one personal security officer to take care of everything you need to protect you from any and all threats. If you need more, we can bring and provide a team of well-trained superstars made by Johnny Ray Ray himself. And don't forget our special deal. Right now, you can get our baby mama protection plan. This includes protection from your home, protection for your business, and protection for your personal well-being. Johnny Ray Ray security team. Better be protected.
Brought to you by Mind Bender Incorporated in association with Ashy Radio.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
So, as we continue on, next thing that we have on the docket is everyone's favorite comedian. I guess not everyone after I tell you what happened next. Everyone's favorite comedian, Dave Chappelle, was in the news again to discuss, or should I say they were discussing his latest stand-up. Oh my goodness. Now, I have recently just watched it, hadn't had a chance to get to it before I seen the controversy. So I was like, oh, I definitely got to watch it now because y'all talking shit. And I've seen all of these. I don't see Dave Chappelle as saying anything that should be considered controversial at this moment in time. So I watched it. I'm trying to figure out what y'all talking about. I'm just going to keep it super legit. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, you can't be self-aware within telling jokes to the point that you're continuously saying within the joke, like, I've never came at y'all. I just use y'all to make a point. And I'm a comedian, and that's what I do. And Dave goes on to tell what I consider a very pretty story about someone who was transgender and how they made an impact on his life. And Dave talked about one of the words that I like to use the most. I love this word, empathy. And he said, it is bisexual. It has to go both ways. So after watching that show, I then took a step back because, like I said, I'm late in watching it and compare a son to what y'all was reporting. That what it came off as is no. What it came off as is you are grasping at straws. What it came off as, well, he used us to be funny and we're hurt by that. Hey man, if y'all sit y'all ass down somewhere, please have several seats. You and this cancel idea that no one can challenge what you say and we have to take it is starting to really get annoying. Let's just keep it a buck. no one really gives a shit what you do or what you want to be fucking called. If you want to be called a girl, okay, cool, you a girl. You want to be called a dude, okay, cool, you're a dude. Whatever. I personally find it distasteful when you try to make it sound like it is equal to the black struggle. I've said this several times. By no means of 100 years of oppression and some shit that I can't take off because I can't take off being black. I can't just unzip this chocolate delicious skin that I have and be like, well, I don't want people to treat me wrong, so I'm going to do this. I can't do none of that shit. The harassment, the mistreatment, the prejudice that I and those people that are chocolately delicious like me has went through is not the same as what you're going through. Not to say that I don't have empathy for it. It just does not deserve to be sat on the same platform as mine. The fuck is wrong with you? And this is what makes people like me angry. Because you are trying to overinflate your problem to equal something that is systemic for me. It is something that a system was set up against me to make sure that I had to struggle a little bit more. I had to grind a little bit harder. I had to learn to step around those landmines life has laid out based on the fact that I am wrapped in cocoa. That is not the same as that you woke up one day and said, I do not feel that the sexual orientation of the chassis I am meets the psychological person that I am. Doctor, please switch it up. And then I now have to be ridiculed by some who may not understand my plight. I say to you, I'm one of those people that understands your plight. Just don't belittle mine. So I find it very interesting that you want to cancel Dave Chappelle and his whole show was wrapped in the idea of saying I wasn't ever coming at you. I find that to be super interesting because it's like they're telling us, don't believe what you just watched and heard. Believe what we telling you. Our feelings are hurt. Dave even makes a joke in there talking about them being the new people that are LGBTQ community soft in comparison to those in the 80s, those in the 70s. And I kind of feel the same way. I mean, like, I met my fair share of gay people in my life. I have several gay friends. And I will say that they are nowhere near the soft batch cookie crybaby bitch and moan that you have presented us with in the world today. They're not those people. These people are strong. They understand what they're doing. They understand the ridicule that comes with it. But they gonna stand on what the fuck they want to do because that's what the fuck they want to do. And I've always been a person to clap my hands at that, to commend them for that. Because guess what? It takes a real G to go through some shit like that. So let me say this. Let me give them their flowers right now. Take a real G to have something like that going on and still live in your truth. That's what's up. Do what make you happy. As long as it ain't hurting the rest of us, do what make you happy. I'm with that. But that's not the same thing that's going on in the media. And so for me, I'm looking at how it's going on in the media and I'm saying to myself, really what this is the magic witch hunt. Really what this is we gonna do and say whatever we want and we gonna get people to ride with us because they gonna want to ride for the ride. And I'm saying, hey man, look, y'all need to start reporting this shit the way it's supposed to be. If people gonna stop fucking with y'all, you ain't gonna be able to lie to mankind forever, man, with this goofy ass shit. Because everybody's not a clown. Everybody's not a moron. So for anyone that tells me that Dave Chappelle is saying things that could be hurtful to the LGBTQ community, after watching the last special, I'm gonna say, man, your hearing don't work, or you don't comprehend very well. One or the other. What my man say is you're stupid or dumb. You gotta be one of them. Are you stupid or dumb? Oh man, I don't know, man. It's just kind of mind-boggling to me. It really is. It's just really, really mind-boggling to me that we could be in a place where you're telling a comedian that he's hurtful. Like, his job is to be funny and make fun of the shit that's going on in society right now as we see it. So why are y'all complaining? You ain't got to consume that media. So why you mad? Oh, you mad because he defended the baby? All he said was he shouldn't be canceled. He said some fucked up shit. He didn't say it was right. He just said, hey man, he said some fucked up shit. He figured out that was wrong. I say wild shit, and I probably wouldn't have said what he said. But canceling people is, take their livelihood it's like killing them. Yeah. If you make a person broke, we've seen what that does. Everybody during this COVID time has realized what being broke is really like. It's not fun. Look, Black America is looking at everybody else like, y'all just not catching up. This ain't fun. Nah, that's not fun at all. Check the check. Nah, that's not fun at all. So, I say all that to say this. The same thing Dave Chappelle ended with, I'm going to end with. That if we don't have empathy, then we'll never understand somebody else's plight. And that is the thing that a lot of you need to understand is empathy. To have the emotional capability to hold on and see and feel what someone else is going through. Because it ain't always gravy. It ain't always gravy, baby. I'm just saying, it ain't. So, I have been your boy, Simon Phoenix. This has been Shots Fired. I would like to thank everybody who has been supporting me, good looking out, people who've been listening to the show. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it more than you ever will know. And that's from the bottom of my itty bitty bitty small little heart, that I love the shit out of y'all. I do. All right. Let's get a little bit of that God's Kitchen 1984. Let's get a little bit of that banging out as we slide up out of here. Y'all already know. I holla.
I'm just rolling up this L and waiting on the sales to come. Now I'm smoking on this L and waiting on the sales to come. I'm just looking out for 12 and waiting on the sales to come. The postman just dropped off the mail and any second now the sales should come. Over the pot, making a rock. That's invention, open the spot. Next to your spot, that's intention, open the block. I know when it's dropped, that's intuition. Set me down and said, we got enough. That's intervention, God's kitchen, but it's hotter than hell. And this bitch is all for sale, put your soul on the scale. And this bitch, politicians, calling my cell. They need a fix, I had Bosco in that cheap hotel. Getting lit 20 for 20, but they wasn't 20s. They was nicks, you got 20 for selling the 20. In 86, I was poor, but that corner store made me rich. Selling girl, got hold of that boy, made a switch, I had a plug. Who wasn't a plug, he was a fence but had a plug. Who really was plugged across the fence. I sold drugs to all of my relatives. I admit I paid tithes with the money from the sedatives. I flip it, flick pain on the expletive and repent. I had to check the tracking numbers on the prayers that I sent, cause I just found 2 extra pounds in the bell. That's a gift, 1,000 trips and never lost one load. That's a myth, over the pot, making it rock. That's invention, open the spot. Next to your spot, that's intention, open the block. I know when it's dropped, that's intuition. Set me down and said, we got enough. That's intervention. I'm just rolling up this L and waiting on the sales to come. Now I'm smoking on this L and waiting on the sales to come. I'm just looking out for 12 and waiting on the sales to come. The postman just dropped off the mail and any second now the sales should come. Over the pot, making a rock, that's invention, open the spot, next to your spot, that's intention, dear God, this year been hard, as a brick the pandemic, got the prices of raw, kinda stiff, I built the ark like Noah did, before it hit and then stashed 2 birds and 2, you catch my drift, got the spot open 9 to 9, that's the shift, we was down, bottom of the ninth, they had the pitch, dropped the 9 to the bottom of the pot, and found a glitch, type of game, can't be streamed or watched, found on Twitch, fuck around with these niche colognes, found a niche, it's been years since the police hounds found a scent, caught dog with them circles, ain't been around us since. I went through the papers, I finally found the snitch. It's a circus, I'm just hoping these clowns found a tent. We hopeless, searching my dog, found a fence. Your mother brought your little sister to me on the strip and told me she'll make her suck my dick for a hit. God's kitchen, but it's hotter than hell. And this bitch is all for sale, put your soul on the scale. In this bitch, and rolling up this L and waiting on the sales to come. Now I'm smoking on this L and waiting on the sales to come. I'm just looking out for 12 and waiting on the sales to come.